Hi, my name is Karen. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I would like to show you a few of my tried and true shirt patterns, actually my shirt collection, which I've built over a period of time using about 5 sewing patterns. And I'd like to talk about them today, as well as to show you the various patterns. The first pattern that I'd like to start with is the Vogue 8772. That's Vogue 8772. This has various options, but I'm referring merely to view D and view B. So view D and view B are the only ones I've made using this pattern. View D and view B are the only ones I've made using this pattern. So today I'd like to show you, I've made this probably about, I'd say more than 5 times. Each time the fabric kind of changes, depends on the fabric I use, I get a different, look from a shirt. This one is a fabric sateen, cotton sateen, I'm sorry, that I got from Mood, I think, yes. I was going for probably like a bottom weight, because it had so much stretch in it and it was kind of a thick fabric. But I thought with the colors that I got from it, it was more like a fall winter thing. So I might need the thickness of the fabric to, provide that extra warmth that you need in the winter or fall. I chose some cute little buttons that kind of fall in, kind of fit with the design. And this is one of the shirts that I've made using the French seam. However, I did not use the French seam on the arm's eye of this shirt, I'm sorry. And I didn't like it. So from doing a couple of these shirts that look like this, I stopped and started the French seam in the sleeves. It gave me a better finish and a cleaner finish. So when doing the French seams, here's my press-a-feet. The options that came with my machine. There's this one, if you can see it. This one. Which I used to use, but again, I don't like the finish I get. And for a closer finish, I also have another. But I really don't like them, so I don't really use them anymore. I find that the front seams, just taking my time and going around the arm side for the front seams, works out well. I have a picture of me wearing this, and I also have a picture of it on the dress form. I'll insert that picture along as I go along throughout the video. I'll insert the pictures. So that's the first one that was made from that one. The second one, not all I have pictures of, some I've given away. So for those that I have, I'll insert pictures of those of the same pattern. So here's the other one. And this one was made from a chalet real light fabric. This one was also finished using the feet from my press-a-foot, so it wasn't from my machine. So I didn't actually do French seam under the arm's eye for this one, but I regret not doing that. This black and white one, I think I wear a lot because it blends with so many things. I've worn this with my yellow blazer. I think I'll pop a picture around there for contrast. So I dress pants like a slack, black shoes, and this shirt with a pop of yellow from that blazer. It actually makes a great outfit. And I've also worn it, which I think I've shown you guys in my last video. I was wearing this black and white with red pants and the red trench coat. So yeah, this color is a very versatile one in my my wardrobe. I like it because I can wear it with so many different outfits and it blends. So this one is a cute one. I'll insert a picture, again, wearing it with my yellow blazer for that one. So those two are a couple that I've made using view D. I'll also insert pictures of the others that I can't show you today. Here's another one with V8772. This one is option B. So this one has the tie around the neck. Again, this one is another chalet fabric, a bit thicker than the other one, not so flimsy and light. Yeah, but I like this one. I got the perfect buttons for this one as well. Little speck of brown on the insides, so they go well with the fabric color choice. I really like it. And this one's another one that's not finished with the French seams. And for those that I have not used French seams on, I guarantee you I regret not doing it. Because after a few washes or so, with this fabric, it kind of starts fraying, and that's the end of my shirt. So I won't lose a lot of them because it wasn't a lot that I did this way. But again, the arm's eye, having the French seam under, doing the French seam on those, have a better outcome for me with shirts altogether. So that one is view B with the tie. I have a couple others that I'll insert as I go along, but I find that this pattern is a very versatile pattern. I can get different types of shirt from the one pattern. This one's an overlay, which I haven't tried yet. Don't think I'll be trying it soon, but yeah, it has several options, and I think it's a great pattern. I'll insert a few pictures of shirts that I've made using that pattern. The next one I'll be talking about is McCall's 6436. McCall 6436. I've made this twice, but I think it falls in the category of my top 5. Reason being because if you take a look at the illustrations, there's so many options. I can use this as a base and get several other designs. I've made this one, which is view B, in a black and white with the pockets here. It was like a Dalby fabric. It's black and white, but it has raised designs on it. And so I made it with these oversized pockets, and it was kind of a bigger shirt. And I wore like a black shell on the inside, and it came out pretty cute. But if I'm making a shirt, what I like about shirts, I'm making a shirt, I like when I have options at the back, like that yoke at the back. It gives me options to try using a different fabric, try cutting on the bias for the fabric, and all of that. So that's why with shirts, I tend to use a lot of the other pattern that I'm going to be talking about coming up. These that just have the straight back, that have probably just like gathers in the neck where the yoke would be, or just have the other design options, but the back is still plain. No, but the shell itself, the base of it, I can work with it to create other patterns from it. So this one is the one that I have back there. And again, I used different fabric on the yoke, different fabric on the cuff of the fabric on the sleeve. And I also had in switching out one of the front pieces right here, and just did a different color, something from the fabric matching. I think I got that one from Style Maker Fabric. And I also had the linen from the coral linen. It seems like it's spring, but it's not. I just despise the winter and it's snow outside. So everything is just going to be, it's a bright sunshine. I'm getting a ray of sun on my shirt, but I guarantee it's about 12 or 15 on the outside, if that much. So I'm trying my best to avoid looking outside or seeing outside. So bright colors is what it's going to be. So I've made 2 shirts from this one. My next one will be this. I like this little cute one right there. Yeah, like a safari looking shirt. And I like that one. So that would be my next one. I'll insert the other black and white one I've made from this one somewhere along in the video, but I've only made, I think, 2 from that one and the black and white one. The next one, Simplicity 1203. Short sleeves. I don't do well with short sleeves because I have a bigger arm, and so everything that goes there looks either bulky or just, out of place. I've made 2 of these. I've made view D, which is a shorter version, and I've made this one as well, in a stripe and played with the stripes, meaning the stripes go vertical at one point and horizontal across the top and the vertical at the bottom. I've done that. And this one, I've made this one, the short one, twice. I'll insert pictures that one, but I think I have one of them still. I don't have the other, I've given it away. And I'll point the differences out. I'll also insert a picture. With this one, at the end of the shirt, I decided to tack on the stripes running alongside. So I have the stripes here on the sleeve going one way, you know, and then I choose to do the other kind of contrasting. And I decided to make sure that both sleeves had the same color at the end. On the end of the shirt, the same gray is running at the end, so it wouldn't look weird. Same color lines, same pattern. So I cut them on separately instead of doing a double, and making sure that they each would match at the end, just for a little contrast and color there. The back has nothing different, just cutting the collar on the straight up. Nothing fancy about it, but just the fact that I was able to play with the design on the sleeves, which a pattern didn't suggest or anything. I just liked it. I apologize for the glare. It's coming through my blinds. I'm normally at work and don't make videos at this time of the day, so. Here's a piece of the pocket. And this one is going across horizontal with the stripes, the body of the shirt vertical. Again, it will give you a different look in the pictures when I put them up. And I kind of use this metal button for casual jeans look. And I also insert a picture of me. I think I have a picture of me wearing it as a casual thing, like sandals and crop pants and something like that. This one, being that it's linen, I was not risking losing this one. So I did my signature arm's eye with the French seam. The other one that I made, the underside of the collar, so this is the inside. The underside, I picked up, I think, this color and changed the back here of the collar, making it that color. So I'll put a picture of that one in there, as well as a picture of me wearing it. So that one again is Simplicity 1203. The other one that I have is Simplicity 1538. And this is one of my favorite ones, not for the plaid or anything here. It's just the design features, the illustrations on the back. I can get two different styles of cuff from this one, and I've made this several times. This shirt is one that I've made using this pattern. I like to play with if I'm making on stripe, I play with the designs, the stripes, to create my own little thing going on the shirt, the inside, as well as the outside, sometimes on the underside. I have made this in a green one similar to this, which I'll insert a picture of that and show how I lined up the collar. The collar stand and the collar lined up perfectly. It wasn't by design, it's just by accident, but it came out so well that I was like, you know, really amazed. I've done this in a plaid as well. The only thing with this one, I prefer to do like the view B or C cuffs. I've done it using this cuff, the D, and it's more something like this tiny cuff, which I really don't like. I like something that gives me like something I can pop over or change on the underside. And this one doesn't. This is more like a little dress shirt, like something for a light fabric. And I wasn't feeling this. So for this one and the green one, I love the color. I love the seersucker fabric that was used. But the sleeves, the design on the sleeve, I like the option with a longer cuff or a wider cuff on my shirts. But then the back, the option, I love that yoke. because again, with a shirt with a back, a yoke, I can play with the pattern. I can do almost anything. And with my shirts, I always do I cut two yokes, one for the outside and one for the in. I never leave that same one on the inside. So sometimes I can get a different design on the inside of my shirt with the two-piece cuff. So I always do two pieces and not one for my shirts. I have several of these, and I think I'll post pictures of them so you can see what they look like. But again, I've made every option of the shirt, all four. And again, I like the design. I really like it. I think it's a great shirt, and it's it can work well with different designs, different patterns, different fabric. It plays well with different. So sometimes I can change the sleeve in this one and use it for another pattern because I like the shell or the body of this and can play with it and make it into a bigger shirt, a longer shirt, just extending or making it shorter. So I think this one is a great one as well. That's Simplicity 1538. The next one I have is Butterick 5284. And this one, I thought I mentioned it because I've made it before, and I've made it using organza. I've made it 3 or 4 times using organza fabric. And there was one fancy one looking all, it's similar to a camouflage with green and different, I shouldn't say camel, but it has those olive tones, earth tones in it. And I tried using it for that and wearing a shell under it. I have a picture somewhere. I'll insert it. I think I've shown it before, and it's somewhere logged on a video on my channel. A terrible video, so you might not be watching it. One of my first videos, actually. And I think I am always going for this. I like this because of the curved hem and the bishop sleeve with this cuff right here. I like the fact that the cuff is longer and has potential to do several other things. I also like this one because of this little neat feature going on right here. I think I specifically like this sleeve because it's not a short sleeve. I do long sleeve or a 3/4, and this fits perfectly. The back feature does not have a yoke in terms of how I would like my shirts to have that yoke so I can play around more. However, I like the little curve feature at the back and the length of it as well. For the others I'm making, they're a bit too long. So what I do, I use the guide that's provided on the pattern and kind of normally go up by an inch or so. And that suits me perfectly. It hits me on just before it gets to my hip. Because if I go longer, then it becomes tight because my hip and the top of it's out of proportion. It's not the same. So I like to make it just the way above so that I don't have that problem. That's one of those shirts back there. It fits perfectly everywhere else, but when it gets down to the hip, it's totally alright. It can't be closed or anything, so I wear it out. So again, the shorter shirts like this, really like it. Design features, the cuff, the bishop sleeve, and the also I missed a shirt when I was talking about the striped shirts as well. I don't have them all, but the ones I have, I'll insert pictures. This one, I have a picture of it, and this one was from the pattern 1538 Simplicity. And this one, I decided to try a short sleeve because I had this linen cotton blend. So it's stripes going down vertically and then across horizontally there. And I kind of played with that piece. And I also had the same on the inside. Let me see. Yeah, this one was finished like all the others with the front seam on the inside. But like that one again, I did another piece on the sleeve, trying to create that contrast so I don't look all striped going down. But my most exciting design piece for me was this placket for the button. I think I have a picture of it closed, so I'll definitely show you. But the feature is I kind of lined it up on both sides. So when it closes, it forms like let me see if I can describe it. Like each button falls on the bold blue line. So when this shirt closes, I'll insert the picture. When this shirt closes and it's all buttoned up, it's a whole nother a new design feature that shows with the buttons on ending on all that bold line there. I think I liked, that was the idea I was trying to create, and it worked, but it's not something I'll do because again, because it's not necessarily going to always fall there, and it creates a problem if I cut one and it measures and the other one falls out of place. And sometimes the other is not visible because it's closed anyway. But this was one of those design features that work, just like the green seersucker that I'm going to show you with the collar as well. So this one, I won't make the short sleeve again, but I'll definitely make this pattern again. And for the other shirts that I have, don't have them with me, but I'll be inserting pictures and talking about them. Those are the 5 that I discussed, were all my tried and true, which I continue to make, and I love them. These other 4 are just patterns that I've tried, made them once or twice, and really like them, and will be making them again. So this one is Butterick 6665. Apologize for the glare right there. And I've made this using View C. Now View C just has the stand, the collar stand, not really a collar, and a button down, but the little flary sleeve, I really liked it. I've made it and I liked the flare that it gave. It was really a unique one. I've never seen a sleeve like that, like a half a circle and then it closes on one side and then just hangs. I'll insert the picture so you can see it. But I thought it was really cute, short enough for me, and a really nice design feature. I think I'll make it again in a black, which is not going to be visible in terms of design feature or style, but I will definitely be making it again. I'll insert that picture of that one. The next one is Butterick 6686. And for this one, I liked it because it was pretty short, neat, and cute. This one, I liked it for jeans or shorts. This one, not so much because of the little sleeves going right there, depending on the fabric. If I were to make it probably in a chambray, yes, I would. This one was the one that I liked because it looks like a nice little chalet feature. Would be nice for that nice little shirt, light shirt. But I tried it using linen and it was not a good idea. I didn't like the way it ended up looking. It's just hanging off and looked squared, like the shoulders all hanging out, and it didn't fall well. So I knew at that point that the fabric was too thick for that. But I will definitely insert a picture of that. But I like all the others on this except the pink one at the top. So I'll be making this one, like this one, for the chambray. I made this one, but I'm going to change again from the linen I've made it into something else so that it really works well as it was intended to, and not with the linen that I used because it was heavy and created another feature or design feature. This one is McCall's 7575. I've made this one, and I've made this right here, which I think is View B. I really like it. I no longer have the shirt. I gave it away, but I really liked it. I kind of played on the stripes. If you look along the placket, you'll see that the design was kind of changed. The lines went the other way. On this one, they were cut on the bias. The pockets were cut basically going horizontal, while the whole shirt itself was just going vertical. So that was a great feature with the stripes. I also played that with the cuffs and cut the cuffs on the bias, and it gave it a really nice finish. And I finished it just the same with the black buttons going down, so that itself just kind of stood out. I no longer have the shirt, but I have a picture of it, and I don't have anything wearing it because I didn't have it long enough to even wear it. So this one I will make again. It's McCall 7575. I really liked it. The last one, I think this one I'll keep and continue to make. I think I have made View A. It's kind of a long white shirt, a button up, but I switched the tie on the sleeve. This one looks like it has a cuff and you like pull it up. At the end of the cuff, what I did is added like straps or a tie end, and like a whole big shirt, I extended it, made it longer. So it's something I could wear with leggings or jeans or something like that. It's just one of those days I'm not feeling okay and I just don't want clothes close to my body. That white shirt was perfect for that. I'll insert the picture of it so you know exactly what it looks like. and the potential that it has. I really like it, and so I will make it again. It's not in my top 5, but it's something I like and I will make again. All the shirts that I have, I've already showed you in my last video, so I did not include them in this, but I'll definitely make sure to round up and show you all the shirts and the features for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.